The mission of Campaign Coach is to solve the two biggest friction points that keep B2B SMBs, coaches, consultants, and professional services from achieving consistent growth. See, sales and marketing has changed. Shortcuts are not working like they used to even a year ago. Cold, bottom of the funnel emails aren't achieving the response they once did. I've heard CEOs saying, we've seen response rates plummet over the past year and we're scratching our heads. Or, results from our spray and pray, okay, right there is a clue. Declined so much in Q1 that we tried heavy personalization the last 2 quarters and that hasn't worked either. We don't know what we should do. Okay, let me give you an idea around the personalization that they've likely tried. And you'll see that it's not working for a number of very clear reasons. So here's an email we received. See that first line? I was about to send this on Friday, but got busy with urgent family matters. Okay, so what? Who cares? I don't know this guy. Then they go on with, here's what I'm excited to tell you. And they launch into the same old cold email BS. Is that personalization? No. None of us care about those old cold emails. And literally, that's what it is. Take a look. Okay, so here's another one. Check out this personalization. Did you know that Janu's roof, which I measured at 19,626 square feet, gets 1,510 hours of usable sunlight? Pretty impressive until you understand that Janu went remote right before COVID. Thank God for that. So who exactly is this guy targeting? Tenants? Shouldn't he be targeting building owners? The personalization isn't the culprit. Poor segmenting and list quality is. And that points to the thing we're going to get at. So let's dive into the challenges of identifying what? Your ideal customer profile and this friction. The first of the friction that I've seen over and over is there's no deep insights into their ideal customer profile. And the second one is this, an inability to consistently produce content that hits the mark with their ideal customer profile. Now, we can all nod our heads and say, yeah, those are things, those are issues. But if this is so important, then why does it go unresolved? You've got to figure out who your ideal customer is, your primary focus, and depending on your product or service, there is often a buying committee that includes more than one person. And their concerns and challenges may be totally different. So you've also got to understand those players, right? I just pulled this comment from a thread that I saw on LinkedIn recently. And here's what it says. Ready? If you're not actually leveraging customer interviews, prospect conversations, real-world insights, blending demographic and psychographic data and research into personas, then you're not creating personas, you're just making guesses. And no wonder, guesses don't work. Holy crap! Is there any wonder why this hasn't gotten done? I mean, what size team does this person have? What budget can they allocate to this, right? Creating personas and ICPs has not been easy, for one. I will grant that. You can take a stab at it, but it remains elusive. And experts who can do this really well are expensive, and it takes a lot of time to get it done. Then there's the challenge of not understanding how in the world to leverage the information in a way that captivates your target audience, right? Which is my second friction point that I mentioned. So oftentimes, even once they're done, they just check that off the list and they sit up on the shelf. So it's left nebulous and vague. And then they wonder why they're not getting the results from the efforts that they need. They're scratching their heads. See, the friction is real. Now you might be thinking, but do ICPs really matter? Okay, well, I'm going to give you some things to consider. Some statistics. According to Paddle's research, companies in the SaaS space with ICPs achieve just over a 9% higher growth rate than other organizations. Okay, second stat. Companies that have done some research to create their ICPs rank 22.5% higher in their growth rates than other companies. And the third stat, researched ICPs scored 26.5% lower in customer acquisition costs, and the willingness to recommend a product is 42% higher in those companies, right? So what if it wasn't such a hard and time-consuming process to get the deep insights into your ideal customers? And what if you had a process, a system for leveraging them to produce the content that makes you stand out in your market with your ideal customers? What if it could be as easy as answering 3 questions about your product and your ideal client? And then we put AI to work and generate the deep insights that you need. What if you could do this for each and every player in the decision-making process? Have I got you listening yet? So you could purposefully nurture them and turn them into fans, or at least mitigate their concerns so they're not opposed to going with you and your solution. And doing that in a way that supports your champion within that organization. Pretty slick, right? Then you use the insights to activate your expertise. See, you want to talk about this fear and this challenge and this success motivator for a specific ideal customer profile. You add your secret sauce. You add your soul. You make it yours by leveraging your expertise. So you're starting from a place of insight, generating a draft and editing as opposed to staring at a blank screen, hoping that the handful of spaghetti you have in your hand will somehow stick to the wall. And recognizing that people need an easy to implement framework and support, we put together as a getting started package to ensure people don't flail around and dabble, but have a clear roadmap and process that they can implement and experience the value right off the bat. See, our Campaign Coach app is paired with a full training program and an interactive community. So our users are completely supported in being successful. It's a game changer. Now we're just starting to launch. We're just coming out of our early beta program, and you have an opportunity to be part of changing the game. If you or someone you know understands what I've outlined here and it resonates, and they've got influence with a bulk of companies, consultants, coaches, or professional service folks who's possibly interested in building a new revenue stream for themselves, they may be perfect for our Charter Partner program. It's unlike any program I've ever seen, where we actively build a revenue stream for you. And yes, there are agreements and actions on your part as well. Now, if this sounds intriguing to you, just DM me, connect with me, and I'd love to have an exploratory conversation and see if there are synergies. Okay, opportunity number 2. If you know small or mid-sized B2B companies, consultants, coaches, or professional service folks, or you are one, if this is you, who need to get better traction in your business and want an easy and repeatable system and methodology for dialing in your ideal customers and consistently creating content that hits the mark with them. Remember I said easy, eliminating that content ideation swirl. You're perfect customers for Campaign Coach. You can check it out at campaigncoach.ai. And if you know people, you could refer them to us and be an affiliate for our Getting Started package. Either way, if you've made it this far through this video, if you haven't already, you will enjoy checking out our Igniting Momentum ebook. So I'm going to put the link here. It's a fast and easy to read story, and you can be a fly on the wall as a business executive team confronts their lagging sales. You can get that at campaigncoach.ai/momentum. Okay? campaigncoach.ai/momentum. It would be terrific if you could like and repost this to your community and help spread the word. It is a game changer. So if you want to chat, just DM me. We can set up a call. Take care. Enjoy. There's more coming.